Police say no officers were injured in the incident. No charges have been laid. Overby is scheduled to have a bail hearing on Monday. Police say it was just a coincidence. Wood was found just days before. After friends and family shared stories, Fraser's brother stood in front of everyone and said he doesn't want his brother to die in vain. Much of this government's plans will be laid out in the spring budget. No date for that yet. Standing along the banks of the Assiniboine River, you can see the open water flowing. It's much of the same as you head further north. But now people in Emerson say refugees are using this abandoned building to illegally enter the country. Now Boney says she'll be off for the next 8 weeks as she recovers. As for the rut she fell in, it's still here. Now for the most part it's stopped snowing, but winds will be gusting up to 60 kilometers an hour throughout the day, making this stretch of the Trans-Canada Highway to Brandon hard to clear. And what is clear is pure ice.
So, are you feeling the buzz? Here's Global's Shelden Rogers.
Will they get in? Yes, they will! Unbelievable!
One win.
They've done it again!
After another. After another. 5 straight victories for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, rolling into one of the most highly anticipated weekends of the year.
It's amazing. It's amazing how they are gelling right now.
They're really good. They're like cooperating really well.
An exciting time for Bomber fans, sitting at 7-2 on the season, just 1 game back of first place in the Western Conference. The team is streaking at the perfect time, and the city is taking notice like never before. Out of the 4 home games this season, the Bomber faithful have been out showing support nearly every time. 2 of those games, more than 30,000 fans were in attendance, taking in the action here at Investors Group Field, and the players say they could feel the energy.
It's not just the noise level, but it's also definitely a factor. It's definitely an advantage we have at home.
And the stadium is expected to get louder. The annual Banjo Bowl has already sold out, the earliest since the Bombers moved into IGF in 2013.
It's good that we're, sort of paying them back, right, for all their support over the last few years, that's for sure.
The ultimate payback? Well, Bomber fans are already thinking about it.
This city needs a championship again, needs a champ.
Something these fans have been asking for since 1990. Shelden Rogers, Global News.
We'll have more on what they're saying in a moment, but first, here's Global's Shelden Rogers with the very latest on this homicide.
The last stop on a late-night bus route, and the last stop a Winnipeg bus driver would ever make.
It is a shocking story. Anytime a public servant is killed while working.
In the heart of the University of Manitoba campus, police say 58-year-old transit driver Irvin Jubal Fraser was stabbed to death. There was only 1 passenger left on his bus route. Law enforcement sources tell Global News there was a confrontation that was recorded on transit security cameras on board the bus, and that confrontation escalated.
Clearly we had a driver and a passenger that were alone on the bus. I don't know what led up to the confrontation.
A 22-year-old suspect was found nearby on the Red River and arrested shortly after stabbing the driver around 2 a.m. Hours later, students were back at school at the U of M.
Just bizarre and shocked. I mean, never think something like that's going to happen here.
I was really surprised because I thought Canada was like a peaceful country.
When I come to school to study later at night, when it's dark, yeah, that definitely puts some fear in me.
The university has confirmed the suspect was not a student and has no relationship with the school. Students want more security on campus so the public can access certain hotspots.
I definitely think at night there should be some more security because I know that most of the buildings are just open 24 hours with no one watching.
Well, truly shocking for both his family, the transit community, and of course the campus community. Sheldon, we want to bring you in now to ask what exactly the school is saying about safety.
Yeah, the school says they're always working on improving campus security, and as of this hour, police haven't released the accused's name or any of the charges he faces.